Alright, hello, here's my first extra notes lesson. It's in your composition notebook. At the top, I'm going to put topic 1. And I'm going to skip right down to lesson 1-2 today. Because as I was recording my other videos, I realized that we might need some extra help with this. So in lesson 1-2, we're still understanding whole number place value. But the example in the book, you only get 1, and I feel like you just need a little bit more. So I'm going to call this your minute with Mrs. Watts or moment with Mrs. Watts so that I can help you grow your brain and turn that light bulb up to 100 watts. So we have, let's come up with an example number. So Lincoln was born on the 15th. Micah of June. Micah, my daughter, was born on the 8th of May, and Molly was born on the 17th of March. She's a St. Patrick's Day baby. My husband was born on the 9th, and I was born on the 10th. Okay, so I'm going to use this number to practice whole number place value. So every 3 numbers, we go back and make a comma. Every 3 numbers, go back and make a comma. And now I can come up with the 3 different forms of a number. Okay, the first one is already done for me. This is called standard form. Standard form is just the standard form of a number. Don't make it harder than it is. It's just your numbers, okay? It's the standard. It's the numbers. It's the digits. Then there's something called expanded form. Expanded form is when you take the place values and you kind of blow them out or stretch them out. So for today, I'm going to show you the 4th grade way. Then I'm going to show you the 5th grade way, and then I'm going to show you the 5th grade way with exponents. Okay? So the 4th grade way would say take each digit and multiply it by its value. So I have 1 million plus, oh, I'm sorry, it was 10 million. 1 in the 10 millions place. Plus 5 million. Plus 800,000 plus 10,000 plus, so good thing I gave myself 2 lines, 7,000 plus 900 plus 10. And that gets really wrong and ridiculous. So this is why we use, I'm getting a different color pen, this is why we use the 5th grade way now, okay? So the first 5th grade way is going to be very similar and maybe even a little longer than this, but the reason I show you the first 5th grade way is so we can do it with exponents and make it super short. So just follow along with me. If you need to pause, if I'm going too fast, just slow your video down. So I have a 1. First I write down the digit, and I multiply it by the place value. So it's 1 times 10 million. Then I add it to the next place value, a 5. The digit 5 times a million. Plus 8 times, I take the digit times the place value. This is in the 100,000s place, so I do 8 times 100,000 plus 7 times, I forgot my 10,000. Excuse me, scribbled it out. Got to my 8 and didn't do my 1. Plus 1 times 10,000 plus 7 times 1,000 plus 9 times 100 plus 1 times 10. And I don't actually have to do the 0 at the end because it doesn't hold any value. It's just 1 times 0, which is going to be 0. Okay, so by the way, when I made this mistake, it was called a red flag moment in my head. Okay, red flag, I'll write this down. Red flag is like a warning sign. And you don't have colors right now, so you don't have to do colors, but I thought this would be a good visual. A red flag moment is when you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't seem right. And it makes your brain stop and think. Trust your gut, trust your red flag moment. Go back and double check. I went back, I referenced my numbers, and I realized that I did make a mistake. Okay, so catch them if you can. All right, so you might say, but Mrs. Watts, that's longer. I agree, it is. 4th grade way to 5th grade way isn't much better. But 5th graders know how to use exponents. So here is why we do this. 1 times, sorry, look at that. 1 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7th power. That's 10 million. Plus 5 times 10 to the 6th power. And you'll get to a point where you start to memorize these. Plus 8 times 10 to the 5th power. Plus, notice I'm moving my finger along. That does help. 1 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th power. Plus 7 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 3rd power. It's in the thousands place. There should be 1,000 behind it. 10 to the 3rd power is equal to 1,000. Let's see if we can squeeze it in. Plus 9 times 10 to the 2nd power, because it's in the 900, or the value's 900, it's in the hundreds place. Plus, I'm just going to put it right here, 1 times 10 to the 1st power. If there was a digit here, like a 2, I would just do 2 times 10 to the 0 power. That just puts it in the ones place. So notice how my 4th grade way in blue is pretty long. The 5th grade way in orange breaks out the digit and multiplies it by the place value so that I can show you how to write it in 5th grade with exponents. And without this mistake, I would have been able to just fit it on one line. Whew, that was a lot. So far, standard form, expanded form. Now it's time for the last one, which is number name or word form. Word form is for just saying the number as it is in standard form. So this will be 15,817,910. 15, I started going off the page there because I was looking at my video. 15 million, comma, 817,000. Now there's a comma in my number, there should be a comma in my word form. 910. Oops. This is what I get for recording a video after a long day of learning with you guys. It is currently 4:22 on this video, and I'm supposed to be home by now, but my nanny was nice enough to help watch the kids a little longer today. So 1-2, it just goes over the the numbers, standard form, expanded form, and word form. This video is getting way too long, so I'm going to stop it there. I'm going to call this forms of a number. Forms of a number. And in the next video, I will do number relationships. So if you need help with that, see the video. This is helping us determine when numbers that are next to each other are the same, like 8,443,727. We can talk about how these two numbers are related because they're the same, and we can even talk about how these numbers are related too. Okay, but that'll be in a video coming soon.